guys, welcome KK Java Tutorials. In this video tutorial, we'll learn how to create a Jenkins pipelines, right? So first of all, let's try to understand why Jenkins pipeline is required. So as you know, when you configure any job in your Jenkins and your job is running for longer time, then you can basically break your basically building process into different stages, and you can track those stages easily. If while building your project, if a project gets failed in the a specific stage, then you can fix the problem, and then after you can resume your building process from there itself, right? So here basically I'm going to show you how to create a Jenkins pipeline using declarative way. So there are a couple of ways you can create Jenkins pipelines. One is declarative and second is scripted. So in this video tutorial, we'll see how to create a Jenkins pipelines using declarative fashion. So better, let's try to understand through an example. So first of all, you need to create a new item, and here you need to specify your pipeline name or your job name basically. So here I have a project is called ticket booking service unit is so I'm going to copy, so that here job name you can specify anything, but here just check for our understanding, here I'm writing something is called uh, project name and then pipeline, something like this. So if you look into the different categories, so here you can get the two kinds of pipeline. First is the simple pipeline and second is the multi-branch pipeline. So if you want to basically pipeline your building process using multiple Git projects, right, or multiple projects, then you should go for the multi-branch pipeline. But here I'm going to perform pipelining operation using single project, right? So just I'm going to select pipeline and click on OK. So once you click on OK, then we will be navigated on the configuration page, right? So here pipelining I want to create for this project. So here I'm going to click on this code, and here I'm going to copy this project location, and here because this location you need to specify over here, right, on Git project, and here you have to specify the project location without .git extension. Yeah, first step you have to do this one. Now if you come down, right, then pipeline section, right, here you have two options. First option is pipeline script and second is the pipeline script from SCM. So in this video we are going to look into the first approach, that's the declarative approach. If you choose second approach, then this will ask you to specify you have to select the Git or subversion, and if you select the Git, then you have to specify the Git location and all, or Jenkins file location. So that I'm not going to do, that we will do in the next video. Yeah, so here I'm going to select none, and here here what you have to do, you have to select first one, right? So here I'm going to write the script just to sake for not wasting a lot of time. I have already written the script, and that I have posted on the my GitHub branch. No worry, this location I'm going to specify in the video description part itself, so that you can get the content of Jenkins. So here I'm going to click on this Jenkins file, and here I'll click on raw, and I'll copy entire script. No worry, I'm going to explain you this script, each and every piece of the code. So if you go to the Jenkins website, then they have written how you can write the pipeline script. So here first of all you need to start, let me copy this script and paste it over here and explain to you. So here first of all you have to write the pipeline starts here and closing here, right? Within the pipeline you can write agent any, means as you know Jenkins always works in the master and slave, right? Master and slave basis, right? A slave is nothing but nodes. So there may be you have a different nodes, right? So that node ID you can specify over here in that case, but here I have written agent any. Then you have a stages starting from here and closing here. Within the stages you have a different stage. So this is the first stage, this is the second stage, this is the third stage, this is the fourth stage, and these stages basically going to connect with the pipelining. So these stages will run sequentially, right? If one of the stages get failed, then next stage will not be executed. Now let me explain. First stage I have defined git repo and clean. So here you can specify anything meaningful name, right? So by looking into the name git repo and clean, so what we are doing, first of all, you can see here I have given the bat command. If you are working on a Linux, then instead of bat, everywhere you have to write the sh command, right? Shell script command. And uh, rest of the things would be same for Linux. Everywhere you have to write basically sh instead of bat. As I'm going to run this script on the Windows, that's why I have given the bat. Only this command is going to change for Unix, right? Apart from sh, this command is also going to change because rmdir is not going to work on Unix or Linux. So instead of rmdir, you have to write rm, and instead of this flag /s/q, you have to write -rf, so that this will delete this basically directory recursively, right? So let me explain you every piece of the code. So first of all, rmdir, this is going to basically delete this file from the local directory if that is available, right? Now second is the git clone. So this is the our git clone directory, right? So you have to specify, this is the basically git command you have to we are going to specify, so that this will pull the code from the remote repository to our local repository, right? Now uh, now now next thing what we are doing, mvn clean. So this is the maven command. So just this is the doing kind of basically clean operation, and here you have to specify the flag -f, and you have to give the relative name of your project. You don't need to specify the entire path but relative name of your project, so that this mvn clean, what basically this does, if there is some previous build happened and due to that if your distributor file was generated, then that is going to delete, right? Guys, one thing let me mention you over here, if you do not mention this command, then first time your basically Jenkins pipeline is going to execute successfully, but second time if you try to run, this will throw you an error saying that this directory is already existing, and that's what we require some kind of cleanup operation. So before cloning, make sure that this directory is going to delete, and that's what we have written this command, right? Now in installation phase, what happens, we have written mvn install command, right? And -f, that's the file directory for your project, and a relative path, relative name of your project, right? So what in this installation phase is going to do, this will take the entire code, and that will basically that will generate the distributed file, right? In test phase, mvn test, this is going to execute the entire GNU test cases, right? In packaging phase, what will happen, that generated executable file will be going to basically store in the target folder. So these are the basically different stages we have. I hope you understood. Now let's come back to here, and here only two stuff you have to do. First step, you have to select this in general section, you have to select GitHub project, and there you have to specify the project location without .git extension. And second thing, you have to go in the pipeline section, you have to select pipeline script, which is the default selected, and here you have to write your basically declarative manner your script, right? Now a pipeline script, now you have to click on the apply, and then save. Okay, now I click on the build. Now build has started and it got failed. Let's see what happens. So if we go to here and let's see what happens, why it got failed. So here let me check. So it is saying this file did not found, right? And that's why this is getting filled. So what I will do, I'll go to the back and go to the configuration, and as of now let's comment this section, right? This file is not present, that's why this guy is getting filled. So I'm going to comment this one, then apply, save, and run it again. So now first git repo and clean got passed in 4 seconds. Now installation has started. Now ambient install, that succeeded in again. uh, Now test execution phase is executing. Now this is also succeeded, and then packaging is happening. So this pipeline phase again, that is going to succeed it, right? So here beauty of this basically pipelining is that you can see the individual log files. So if you click over here, you can see the entire log over here, separate log. Of course you can go in the basically consolidated log and see these stuff, but here you have opportunity to see the this now you have installation phase. Here you can see installation phase, basically that trying to generate the executable file, and then test phase, this will execute all the test cases. So here if you look into all the test cases has been executed. So there were 12 test cases, 0 failures, error 0 and escape 0. And in packaging section, that is distribution file is going to store in the target directory, and that's the happening in this. So here this distribution file is stored in the target directory, right? So we have broken basically our build process into different stages, and these stages are pipelined together, so that instead of entire build is executing as a single what I say single uh, one go, that is broken into a different basically different stages, and these stages are pipelined. If one of the stages get filled, then next stage is not going to execute. Of course, if you want to see the consolidated log, then you can go over here and click over here console log, and you can see the entire log over here, right? So that's all I wanted to show in this video tutorial. But before going, what I'll do, we had made one changes in the script, right? So let's go to here, and as we ran this project first time, and that directory would have created, right? So here I am going to uncomment this portion, and let's try to build it again and see at this time this is throwing an error or not. First time when we tried to run, then that project name was not existing in the local directory, and that's why that this was throwing an error. So if I run it again, then let's see what happens. At this time this should run now here, because that is cloned and that is available in the basically local directory. I hope this time it should be succeeded. So git repo and clean is succeeded. Now install is also succeeded. Now test cases are running. Now test cases are also it's still in running phase. Test cases are executed, and that is in progress. Packaging, so I hope this should success as well. Cool. So this is succeeded, guys. So so this link, this project link, I'm going to basically mention in the video description part, so that you can go and check. You can take the content of this Jenkins file. So in this video tutorial we have learned how to create a Jenkins pipeline using declarative fashion. So that's all I have in this video tutorial, guys. Big thank you for watching this video, and see you there in the next video tutorial.